2, 1. Yeah.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Ooh, yeah. Tickle my tummy and tell me it's Wednesday. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. Guys, before we begin, I'll remind you once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean, because when you have, a cotillion coming up, and you want to impress everyone there, you're going to wear a suit. You're going to put cologne on. You're going to put in Dep hair gel, maybe LA Looks, whatever you want to do. But make sure you also got your pubes on lock, because it shows. It may not show to the eyeball, but it can show energy-wise. And that's where Manscaped comes in. So use code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com. Also, it's the holiday season, so if you want to get a gift for anyone that you know who has pubes, get them the performance package. Let me just, apologies, bros. I need to check. I think we have one more ad. Totally forgot. I knew I had to look it up. I forgot.
Bro, no worries. Chilling. I've been making more use of the cameras lately.
Yeah.
I've been saying some stuff down the barrel.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Address the audience directly, cut through the medium.
They're here.
Mm-hmm.
I see you. Dude, you taught me a great trick, is that when you look at the camera, picture you're talking to your best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps a ton. Because now I'm like, hey, what's up, man?
It's nice.
It's good to see you.
How's it going? Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, dude, I haven't seen you forever.
Yeah, can you see the difference? Non-best friend?
Hey,
just
dude,
a camera?
Good bumping into you here, dude. Don't you owe me some dough? Remember I spotted you like a 20 spot? Don't you owe me that, though?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll look at my best friend real quick. Why'd you do that? Why'd you sleep with her?
Mm-hmm.
You knew I was in love with her. Did you really have to do that?
Look at an old best friend of mine. Hey, oh, you fly Southwest also? Interesting. You fucked my wife. She was a stewardess on this airline. She lost her job. Why did you fuck my wife? Tell me now. Yeah, she's gorgeous. I know that. You don't think I don't know that? You son of a bitch. Get off me! Then I'm getting taken off the plane.
What up, dude? I didn't realize you guys were married, dude. Honestly, I was just hanging out, and then she was throwing me rhythm, and I didn't think about it, man. I just got caught up in the moment. I didn't think to check. But I'm lying. I knew she was your wife.
At least you're honest now in this moment. And I forgive you, dude. I forgive you. You treated her better than I ever could. Are you guys still together, or what's up with that?
Yeah, but now that you say that, I do feel bad, and I really appreciate you. Appreciate the man that you are and the high road that you took. And I don't know if it's possible at this point with all the injury I've caused you, but now I'm thinking the best thing might be if I could be friends with you, dude.
I think that'd be fantastic, dude. And I would love to jumpstart this friendship and get things rolling, but I hate to put you on the spot already as a friend, but I do need you to spot me some dough to bail me out of jail, because they're gonna arrest me for this outburst on this plane.
No worries, dude. I'll bail you out. And oh, by the way, this is my buddy Chad, and he slept with your wife too.
Oh, no way.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? You fucked my wife?
Yeah, man, it was, I fucked her like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. That was cool. That was honestly what I consider to be the height of our relationship. We were getting along great then.
He did a legit job.
Yeah, don't worry, I was really tender. And actually, we were on our way to Tahiti is when she was working at Air Tahiti, and
Good airline.
she put a lei around me, which was like kind of like, I think you're mixing Hawaii with Tahiti, but it really got me in the moment, and I came super hard. Filled her up, dude.
That's awesome. I guess I was a little bit absent there, maybe she was looking for voids to fill, and I'm glad you guys, it was fellas like you, who I will now call my friends and my brothers. Thank you guys for fucking my wife better than I ever could.
What up, dude? I'm your wife.
Oh. Honey.
Hey, boys. What's up? All my fellas in one room.
Hey, babe, you want to go get Burger King later?
Sure, babe. But let's talk to all the babes first.
Okay.
It's great to see you again.
That's my other boyfriend.
Oh, that's your boyfriend.
It's Dylan.
What's up, dudes? I'm Dylan. Hey.
What's up, Dylan?
What's up? Yeah, Becky, we're gonna hit the B room later? What's up?
Oh, yeah, we're definitely hitting the B room later.
Are we gonna go fuck?
Yeah, we're fucking.
That's awesome. You know, this is the
Thank
stage,
you, honey, for understanding that.
Of course. I mean, honestly, like, I will sign those papers you sent over that you had served to me a few years ago. I know I was being a stickler not signing them, but seeing how happy you are and like how legit the dudes are that you're boning,
What up?
I can't get in the way of that.
Thank you.
For sure. Do you think there's any chance that, you know, maybe just one last hurrah? I don't know.
Yeah,
Is that cool?
I would love that.
Is that cool?
Dude, I think I recognize you. Do you hit that jiu-jitsu spot on La Cienega?
Yeah. Yeah, right
I think
below
we
Blue Troll.
grappled before. I think we grappled one time.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have fantastic ground game, dude.
Dude, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. I didn't recognize your face because you had me pinned down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I choked you out, and
Yeah, you did.
I think I got you pretty good. And I didn't realize at the time, too, that I was fucking your wife, so.
Yeah, thinking back, like,
Yeah.
when I choked out because I have a hospital bill from that. So, yeah. I was definitely still with my wife at that time.
That's awesome, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude.
Sick, dude.
Small world.
Becky, so good seeing you.
Playing at jiu-jitsu.
Oh, I mean, Becky introduced me to jiu-jitsu. She's actually
I'm a brown belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we grapple.
We get down all the time. Chad, do we have that other ad?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to transition in this.
Oh,
skit,
go ahead.
too.
Sorry.
But what up, dudes? My name is Dylan, and I'm here to tell you about our new favorite way to chill, 5-THC. It's this new 5-CBD. It's this new 5-CBD is the best quality CBD on the market. I love it. Okay, it's an extensive line of potent products that can ship anywhere in the U.S. And we've got a special deal for you too. Listeners, go to try5thc.com today. Get a free bottle of Daily Buzz gummies. Offer lasts until December 31. That's December 31st. And go ahead and treat yourself. You don't want to miss it.
It's
Nice.
a fire read. I almost want you to read all
stuff.
ads as Dylan from now on.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a cool dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Dylan's chill.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good guy.
I did feel significantly cooler as Dylan.
Stuff to top.
I
Ellen
wouldn't go
Cool
so
J.
far, but yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Strider, how's it going with your dog? You have a dog now, Sonny?
Yeah, dude. Got a little son, dude. Sonny. Spelled Sunny. Although I like to think that, it is kind of like Sonny from Godfather, which is pretty sick. But he's a good guy, dude. Although today I did push it a little bit, and I want to lift before.
You lifted today?
Yeah, I lifted.
Nice.
Yeah. I definitely lifted. I did 35s, did some thrusters, and I did a hit workout that my GF and I do together. Except I just upped the weight.
Nice.
It's tough, dude. Thrusters for 45 seconds straight. I can't do 45 seconds of thrusters straight at 35s.
Yeah, with 35s.
I get
weight.
7. I take a breather, and then maybe bump out 2 more.
How do you tell her you're going to lift more weight than her?
Oh, dude, I just have. What do you mean, like tell her that?
Yeah, like when you're like, hey, let's do this workout. By the way, I'm doing 35s.
Oh, dude, it's great because what I did have before JT hooked me up with the 35s, I got 12s. So.
No, I'm saying like in the moment when you're like, babe, I'm going to lift 35s.
Oh, dude, yeah, she gets stoked on that. She goes, dude, and she wants to thank JT because of it, dude.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, dude, no,
Happy
it's
to
not
help.
a surprise, Chad. It's like, no, we have our mats set up, like her mat set up, mine set up in our nice new space. She's got her 12s now, which were my 12s, so she's already upped her weight and strength, which
Wait,
is dank.
she's not daunted by your strength.
No, she's not scared of my strength. She appreciates it, actually. She likes the aesthetic
She knows
appeal.
you can protect the home, too.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was lifting and I was like panting a little bit, and my GF kind of like laughed a little bit. She's like, that was hilarious, like a noise that you just made. And I was like, do you think I could defend us if someone broke in, like, because we have a dog too? And I was like, do you feel safer with a dog that the dog can defend us? She's like, no, the dog's little. I was like, well, what about me if she fought? She's like, you're not really a fighter. She's like, so she doesn't think that I can fight and defend us, dude.
Just depends who breaks in.
That's true.
What if someone breaks in who's also just a warm-hearted, genuine person?
I would defend her by becoming boys with that guy. He might be trying to come in there and like, I don't know, jack a piece or like try to find a bong. I don't have one. I'd be like, dude, I don't have a bong here, but I got an IPA. And then we're just kicking it.
He's like, dude, I was just looking for a Slightly Stupid album.
Oh, I could hook him up, no problem.
You're like, dude, you still got a boombox? Let me hook you up with a Spotify account.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
He'd cruise in there and be like, oh, dude, I saw a weird light from in here. Is that a lava lamp? I go, it is, dude. I've got an extra one. You want one? My old one? Here you go.
You could be like, BT Dubs, are you the campaigner type personality? It's the thing we match, bro.
ENFP, dude.
100%. 100%.
Also,
Fire
yeah,
fan.
do I not destroy my enemy when I make him my friend? That's Abraham Lincoln's approach.
Mhm.
And people don't normally try that when it's a B&E home invasion, but,
Right.
you know, exhaust all peaceful paths before you resort to, you know, biting the guy or something.
100%, dude.
I think if anyone can bring a new approach to home protection, home security, it can be this squad right here.
Absolutely.
For sure,
Stank
dude.
vibes.
For sure. It's like,
Chill defense.
that's the thing, dude. Just unarm the assailant, you know?
Mhm.
Like, what do they say? Like, when someone's has you hostage, like, use your name. Be like, what up? My name's Strider. This is my boy Chad. What up? And already he's like, all right, dude, these are people. They're not, you know,
Mhm.
some targets that I'm trying to rob or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What up? And then immediately you're like, dude, he's like, give me your wallet. And you reach in there and you pull out like a CBD joint
Mm.
and you spark it, and then he's automatically de-stressed.
Yeah.
I was
So-
doing ayahuasca in Brazil,
Whoa.
and we were all tripping out. And I think actually the people who ran the ayahuasca event might have been in cahoots with what happens next, but some robbers came and took all of our stuff. But I could speak Portuguese at the time because of the ayahuasca.
Whoa.
So I translated between them and the people,
Mhm.
like the other tourists who were there basically. And they took all their stuff, and at the end they were going to take my laptop. And I was like, but dude, please don't take my laptop because like I watch porn on this and like I need to watch porn.
Mm.
And then he was like, dude, because you respected my job as like a thief and you helped me through this process, I'll respect your job as a dude who cranks it. And he let me keep my laptop.
That's
Dude.
so tight.
Dude, finding commonality over jacking off, I mean, there really is. I mean, if I were like an explorer of like a new world, I would, you know, you stumble upon a new land and you're like, hey, what's up? I'm an explorer. You jack off?
Mm-hmm. I didn't judge him for being a thief.
Mhm.
He didn't judge me for being a chronic masturbator.
Mm.
Yeah.
We were just looking eye to eye.
Mm.
So that was legit.
You were being honest with each other, dude. And honesty is the best policy, even when getting robbed, you know?
Mm.
Straight up.
How's the dog, dude?
He's good, dude. He peed on my mat, dude. He peed on my workout mat. You know, we're past the sweet phase of like where we're like, dude, he's amazing. Like, he doesn't bark.
Mm.
He's all quiet always. I think it's just because he was shy, getting used to his space. But now
Now he's comfy.
yeah, bro. He's settled in. He's the king of the castle, dude. Like, you know, he hears a noise down the hallway and he does like a little like half gruff bark noise where I got to be like, yo, Sonny, chill, dude, chill. It's all just about a gentle talk is what I'm realizing.
Does he look you in the eyes when he pees on your mat?
He looked me right in the eye.
Mm.
He knew. I caught him because they say he has like a 4-second span of like if he peed and then like I found it later and like I went and showed him and I was like, bad, dude, don't do that. He'd be like, he'd have no idea what's going on. But if you catch him while he's doing it, which I watched him pee on my mat, I had to put down my 35 in the middle doing snatches, watching him pee, he's looking at me, he's making a cute face and I got to look at him and I got to go, bad, dude, not chill. You know, like I had to change that tone. Like usually I'm like, oh, dude, good boy. I got to be like, dude, bad. Step off that.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You got a dog now.
Dude, I was thinking about, dude, this is a friggin', he's older than we think. That's how it always works, I feel like. They said he was 8 months, then we go to the vet and he's like, yeah, he's 2 years old. I'm like,
I thought you were going to say like 8.
yeah, dude, that happens sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
Because he's past puppy stuff. He doesn't like, he chews toys, not cords, but watch, now he'll do that. But
That must be nice though. I think 2 years old for a dog is it's pretty primo because you're past the point where they're just like getting all that energy out and they're kind of like settling into their bods.
Their adult self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, if I pee, I'm gonna look straight in the eyes when I pee.
totally, dude. We
Yeah.
got to run him. We got to exercise him a little more. He's gained some lbs.
Nice.
He has gained some lbs. We've been giving him a lot of treats because we want him to love us. But yeah, dude, once he gets out, he goes for his miles or whatever. He's chilling. He's sleeping.
He's
most
living
of the
that
time.
easy life.
Dude, speaking of vibes, so I'm moving into a new place this weekend,
Ooh. Congrats.
and it's across the street from the place where someone, you know, died.
Yeah.
And I was telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, like, I'm kind of worried. Am I gonna be able to sleep at this place? Like, I'm a little freaked. And she's like, you know what you need to do? You need to get smudge sticks. you know, it's in smudge sticks like sage and all this stuff, resets the energy in the abode, you know, clears out negative energy. Spirits or something, they'll be like, all right, later, dude, you just burned some sage in here. That's legit. So I'm going to do that. As soon as I get in, I'm just going to fucking smudge it up, bro.
Nice.
That's so dank, dude.
Yeah.
How did that call go with your mom?
I mean, she's the best, super supportive. She's like the greatest. She's the best. So she totally knew where I was coming from. She's like, look, you're scared. And I know what you need in this moment. You need a smudge stick. Go on Amazon, order them right now. They're coming in 2 days. And get ready, bro.
It's also interesting because, like, so the lady killed herself, like, one house over, right?
Across the street.
And so we're kind of getting into territory that I don't think has really been explored, but, like, can ghosts move houses? Like, how far can a ghost move?
It's a great question.
I asked Brad Fuller, who produces horror movies. He said, nah, dude, they can't move houses. And I asked my GF's mom, who had a ghost at her place in Nashville. And she said, they stay put.
But LA's so condensed.
Dude,
You know?
what are you doing?
Oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean it like that. I was saying I was trying to legitimize your fears. No, I'm not trying to scare you further, I promise. No,
The ghost is
I
gonna
was
get
trying to
you, dude.
legitimize why you were scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So no, but then okay. So I was parking at my place right now, and I like my place right now. Like it's legit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, I wanted to, you know, downgrade a little bit because I went a little bit too posh.
Mm.
And the lady there, who was like very nice lady, Sanaz, what up, was like, what are you doing leaving? We love having you here, you know? Like we watch you guys' stuff all the time. I'm like, you guys watch our stuff? She's like, yeah, we could have worked out a deal. I'm like, why are you telling me this right now? You know, I'm getting smudge sticks, you know. And like, you know, like she's like, yeah, I saw you guys getting horny on the rooftop. And I was like, why don't you like DM and say like, what up? I'm your like property manager. Like, this is sick. Stay here.
Yeah, dude.
She must have seen, you know, I posted on my Instagram about, you know, these debacles going on in my search. Nothing until the week I move out. She's like, we could have worked out a deal. I'm like, I already signed the lease, all right? And she's like, and I'm like, by the way, like, what up?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So,
Did Kevin advise you on that?
dude, I texted Kevin. He's like, you already signed the lease. You're fucked.
Kevin helped you out in the fantasy league, right?
Yeah, he drafted a legal notice to the commissioner.
Because you're still in conflict with the opposing group, the Moan Boys.
Yep.
And he, what did his email say?
It just basically said everything I laid out last time. He put it in, you know, he used the proper legal terminology and just said, you know, if anyone has anything to say, you know, don't go to my client, come to his attorney. He's now represented. But, and dude, yeah, he was very eloquent, made some great freaking points, dude. But I think, you know, might just have to be put to rest for now. I think dudes are taking it, it's gone beyond anything now. I think it's got to just get dialed back. I think there's some dudes in the league that, look, the crown weighs heavy. It's weighing heavy. And so I just got to just relax. And so I think I might just have to find an alternative course or something. We'll see what happens.
Like, pay the fine?
We'll see what happens.
You look at me because I had input on it.
What'd you say? Did you think I should pay?
Well, I heard both sides. I heard your side. I heard Chris talk about it.
Yeah, I heard you.
And then I didn't really understand fantasy, so I'm like, set your lineup. What the fuck does that? I'm like, I was talking about this. I'm like, I was just thinking about, you know, the wave of the day, and you know, Strider, I'm sorry to say this, but I think, you know, rules are rules, bro.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What is the letter of the law? I don't know if I broke the letter of the law. I think they're getting me on a technicality because they want to stick it to me. And maybe I'm taking it a little personally. And look, I've been no saint. Chad, I'll admit I've been no saint.
Well,
I'm cooped up.
I got a question because Kevin was like, yeah,
He's hilarious.
I got a question. Does everyone set their line every week, like their lineup?
Yeah, you generally reset your lineup every week. Yeah, based on guys having buys or injuries or whatever. Yeah, you couldn't really like just click it and let it go the whole season.
Well, wait, all right, I think what we mean is,
Sorry,
if I can,
Dude, no. Look,
I think what we mean is,
I love your guys' honesty and
everyone
your opinion.
else,
Yeah.
starting a defense and following the letter of the law that you're questioning. Is everyone else in the league doing it?
Everyone else in the league is setting their lineup to try to win. Yes.
Well, no, but don't
That's
get all
correct.
Don't
That's
get
what they're
all-
doing.
Don't get all legalese on me. You know what I'm saying? Are you the only one who's making a fight about this thing?
I'm the only one whose team was crappy enough and in such a rare, horrible position because, look, my team is dog crap. It sucked this year. I took swings and misses. I was in a situation with my Dion bye. I didn't want to pick up any of the ones that were on the waiver wire. Like, it's a more... But to just answer your question, to stay focused on it, everyone in the league has done a good job not being negligent or colluding while setting their lineups. I also 100% was not negligent or colluding setting my lineup ever this year.
You're a good talker, but
It's a fact. That's a fact, Jack.
But
I announced it before I did it. Had I just done it and then been like, yo, dudes, that's what's up. Stick with it. It's strategy. I came out and I said, guys, I'm going to do this. I know it's freaking seems like a bonehead move, but that's what I feel will give me the best chance.
Well, how often do other guys in the league find themselves in this situation?
Never, dude.
That's what I was wondering.
It's such
because
a rare situation that's like ridiculous. Like it
hasn't happened
bad.
this season.
No, I don't think it probably happened in no league ever. Maybe probably never happens. But like the fact that it did is okay.
I don't want to get too deeply psychological.
Yes. No, you can get as deep
Now
as you like.
you're normally near the top of the heap in our fantasy league, right? You've won the most titles, 3 titles. I've won a couple, but they're so far back. It was before we even did auction draft, so I had to mention that. But I do genuinely think of you as having the best career out of everyone in fantasy.
You have a franchise that shows up to play.
It's hard for me to say that to you, but
Thank you.
but this year,
Appreciate your honesty.
This year you had a down year.
Horrible year.
You had a bad draft.
I might finish last.
which I really reveled in, but my draft
I
didn't turn out
swung and
great
I
either.
missed.
But
Yeah.
is any part of this you're not near the top of the league? No one's worried about your team. You're not in championship contention, and you miss the juice. So you create a problem like this so that you can stay relevant in the text thread and stay
No.
relevant in the league. Is that any of this?
No, I
Do you
can
miss
see.
it?
I can see where there's that argument. And I see there is a relevancy thing, and I do love the thread, and we all have fun jabbing each other. There's no question about that, and so I can't tell you, and to your point of trying to remain relevant, I had to win that game. That's the only way to be relevant. You just got to win, and my team was going to be getting crushed. So in order to be relevant, in order to talk crap, you got to win and be in the playoffs. I'm not talking crap now. I'm not in the playoffs. I'm out. But it's a sicker thing of my psychology to create all of that to stay relevant. That's not what I would not try to do that.
Okay.
Who's it benefiting? I'm not having fun with it. None of the like the Moan boys
Because
aren't having
it's gone
fun
too
with
far
it.
now, right? You were saying
It's
that you
crazy.
upset Ross too much.
I'm not saying any names. Are you trying to get me killed? Trying to get my head ripped off? What are you talking? Let me look down the barrel. Let me take JT's thing. I'm not saying any names. I didn't say that name.
But Ross got really upset, right?
Some guys were taking it personally.
And
some guys started
Ross
taking it
will
personally.
hurt somebody. He's a
Must
strong
say-
guy.
I'm not saying any names. This is why I have a lawyer. This is
Yeah,
why I got a lawyer.
I talked to Kevin about it last night because Kevin showed me the letter, which was well written.
Crafted it great.
And I like
Beautiful
that you
letterhead.
mentioned that you dropped 3 loads on them. Sorry, JT.
Hey, he drafted it. He took the liberty. I just told him my side of the story. He wrote it up.
So, because I was like to Kevin, I was like, seems to me like, you know, everyone's following the rule. Rules are rules. You know, I don't understand the nuance of the situation. I've never been in fantasy, so I don't, you know.
Totally.
And Kevin's like, dude, rules are meant to be broken. Rules are made to be broken. And I was like, he's like, you don't get it. You'll never get it. You don't play fantasy. He's pretty much like, shut your mouth. And I was like, okay.
No, but Chad, stick with what you're saying because I think you're an independent arbiter in the best sense of it, and I think
Yeah.
you have impeccable moral judgment. And so
I agree.
I think
I agree.
when you question Strider on this, I think you've got a whole fantasy league behind you. And when they hear you saying this, they're going to be the most fucking hyped they've ever been. You hear that, fellas? We got an independent arbiter here.
But Chad, let me ask you a question.
But you know, as stoked as I am to have their support, this is my dog.
No, I know you were conflicted about it. I was like, dude, I
was like, I hate to have these feelings in my dome.
I know you're conflicted.
It's crazy.
But you got to speak truth to power, dog.
Dude, I did. I said rules are rules, bro.
Sorry, I'm really.
But here's the thing. When you look at a rule, don't you ask why that rule exists, and then why it should be followed, and why it was created?
But is everyone abiding by the rule in this current season? And can we shelve that conversation till the off season, and then we can decide if it should be changed?
It's shelved, and if people want to retroactively fix it, that's fine too. But it's like from where I'm standing, everyone knows. The way I look at it is, how easy is it for me to text everyone in the league and go, "Yo, I'm gonna not play defense this week. I think it's gonna give me the best chance," and then dudes could easily just go, "Oh yeah, okay, he's trying to win." That's cool.
Your points are all
and I
well
guess that's me
articulated,
asking
but
for,
it's like
I
they're
guess
all
that's me
like
asking for a favor.
They're all like a few too many levels complicated.
I don't think so.
You're
I
very
think
much
that's
like in the
easy.
weeds of like it's almost like an academic argument or something.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's easy.
Talk to me straight. You're talking to me like some scholar. Talk to me man to man. You broke the fucking rules. You got to pay the fucking price.
I didn't break the letter of the law.
I got to talk like this to have conflict with you because it's too uncomfortable to do it in my real voice.
The letter of the law wasn't broken.
Well, when you said that, what I heard was, "What up, dudes? I'm trying to win, so I'm breaking the rule to try and win this week."
No, not even. Yeah, I just let them know I am not setting a defense because the rule is negligence or collusion. I wanted to make sure they knew I was not being negligent or colluding because that's the rule.
Chad, stay on him.
That's the rule, baby.
You got him right where you want him. You got him.
I think I said it.
Had I done it, I think there has to be a duel, dude. There might just have to be a duel, dude.
Yeah, dude, you guys need to go to Yale and hit up the skulls and.
There just might need to be an Alexander Hamilton style duel, dude.
How about just a fist fight? You and Ross, you guys settle it mano a mano.
I'm not saying any names. I don't say any names. I'm preserving integrity.
One time we were driving home from Arizona and we had an RV and everyone was taking shifts driving and Strider was being a lazy bastard. He's like, "I'm not driving. I don't care."
Yeah.
Everyone did like a 3-hour shift or whatever. It's not that far of a drive, so I don't know why it got so hard. But then at one point everyone's like, "Strider, it's your turn. You're driving." He goes, "I'm not driving." Everyone's trying to threaten him. We're like, "Hey, if you don't drive, we're not inviting you to a party." He's like, "I don't give a fuck." We're like, "Hey, if you don't drive, we're going to be all pissed off at you. And some of us might not be your friend for a while." He's like, "I don't give a fuck, dude." And then finally Ross is rubbing his temples. I probably already told the story. He's rubbing his temples. He just looks up. He goes, "I'll beat the fuck out of you." Like it came to him like a thought. And then me and the other guys are like, you know, most of the time when your friend's going to beat up your other friend, you want to break it up. But we all go, "Yeah, yeah." And then he just goes, "If you don't drive, I'll beat the fuck out of you." And then Strider just goes, "All right, I'll drive."
100%, dude. 100%. And look, was I being a prick and an asshole then? Yes. I was a younger man. But I feel like those things, look, when they say the past comes back to bite you, they ain't lying.
Oh, you think Ross is still pissed about that?
I think I'm being punished for past behaviors. And I don't think, check the text messages, he said it.
Oh, he brought it up?
Oh, he brought up
and
shoes.
one time you walked in his house with shoes when you weren't supposed to.
Oh, yeah.
And so Ross took his shoes and threw them off a balcony into a forest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever get them back?
No, gone. Are you kidding me? Those things, they're snake den now.
They're a house for animals, yeah for critters.
Some coyotes got a sick new pair of Nikes, dude. But, yeah, Chad, there's an element here. This is why, do you believe in due process of the law, Chad? That's the question I wanted to ask you. Do you believe in due process?
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about with laws and stuff. They're like you're gonna give like me a citation when it doesn't the reason the law was created, it doesn't apply to me. But I don't know if that applies to fantasy. It's like you gotta, if you're gonna win, you gotta win within the confines of the rules, and then after the season is over, be like, "What up, dudes? I think this rule needs we need to amend it."
See, I only think we're looking at half the rule. I think we're only reading, which, by the way, none of these things are ever written down, which plays into JT's weeds thing there. And I love to play, get in the weeds. But to steer clear of that, we're only looking at half the law. So you're looking at the part that says, and I agree with you, if there's something that just says you must set a full lineup, that's not what it says. You must set a full lineup for this reason. There you go.
But you're not
right?
being,
Isn't that why the law is there?
But Chad's touching on something that I think is the crux of this whole thing. You're not being unfairly persecuted for this rule. You're being persecuted because you're the only person in the league who's saying the rules don't apply to me.
No, dude, that is
Okay,
the rule.
we got to keep. All right, go. Sorry.
That's the rule. The rule is
You gotta
the rule
start-
does apply to everyone, and you should be fined if you didn't start your lineup because of negligence or collusion.
All right, you know what?
should
I
be
believe.
fined.
I believe that you really believe it.
Yeah,
I do. I'm
I do
sorry. I
truly
should
believe
take it on
that.
good faith. Yeah, because
I
I can
truly
hear the
believe that.
sincerity. But I just
Yes.
think you can't break the rule if it's already established.
That isn't the rule.
But everyone else says it is the rule.
You know, maybe I stand alone.
Dante, we have a new engineer, guys.
stand
Aaron
alone.
just had a kid. Congratulations,
congrats, Aaron.
A beautiful baby girl.
Ruby, what up?
So we have a new engineer today. Dante.
What up?
First of all, does any of this at all sound like English to you? Does it make
I
sense?
have no clue what you're talking about.
Dante, do you think I'm right?
Well, knowing nothing, I would say if it doesn't specifically say don't do what you're saying, then it's good. You got to go. If you make rules, you got to be very specific in the wording because you know people are going to try to play on it.
Dante, my friend Ross has a kill list. And you might have just inadvertently put yourself on it.
All right, I'll
Dante's
start
a
lifting
smart
right
man,
now.
dude.
I would run in zigzags. All right, we should keep pushing because if people aren't into fantasy
We should cut
football,
that half of, or mainly all.
No, I think I'm going to
to
leave the whole thing in. It'll be like
Interesting.
people centuries from now will listen to it and be like, this is what the contemporary man argued about during a pandemic.
It is a luxury. It is a luxury.
No, but it's interesting stuff. Dude, so we read some articles.
Mm-hmm.
One of the articles that really grabbed my attention, I want to cite which Stokers sent it in too, because they were sent in by Stokers, which is so legit.
You flipped on this. Your brother swayed you. He just thinks I'm doing it because I wanted to do it and be vindictive. That's what he said on comms.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you were the only one I had talked to about it. So I kind of was only seeing it from your perspective. And then after we did the pod, all the dudes messaged me and were like, you're too easy on Strider. This is bullshit.
I don't know if all the dudes though. There's definitely more than there's a few guys that do agree with me in our league. I don't want to say their names either. I don't want to put them on a kill list. But there's a few guys. It's not everyone.
Ross just quit nicotine too.
Oh, he did? Ross, I'm with you, brother. It's tough. Give it about a month. You'll be cruising, my friend. Just keep thinking about those huge traps that you got there. Massive traps.
Dude,
They're
so
gonna get
we,
even bigger.
sorry.
With that nicotine. Yeah, I was just giving some.
He's got the sickest traps ever.
the best traps, yeah.
He does have some burly ass traps.
And I didn't form my opinion because of the size of his traps. Just throwing that out there.
Objective. Dude, so we read some articles. One of the ones that was really interesting to me was sent in by one of the Stokers, Zach Malone, and it was about some pollution that's causing otters to have smaller dongs. And what,
Brittle dongs.
yeah, their dongs lack some density and lack some like durability. And I mean, this is just one of those things where sometimes with pollution, it can be so like wide ranging the effects, or they'll be like, you know, it's causing like pollution. And then you're like, but what does that even mean? But then when
Yeah.
someone says, look, it's causing otters to have limp dicks, like, all right, shit just got real.
This is the Earth's biggest cry for help if I've ever seen it. I mean, the Earth is saying, like, not only are am I, are my temperatures changing or whatever? You know, there's just plastic everywhere in my ocean, but what you're doing is hurting the dinks of otters. And if you guys have ever seen otters up close, they're the cutest, most precious animals that just like to lay on their backs and open, clams and crabs on their, and little rocks on their bellies, and they're just so cute. And if I could pick one animal to have a strong, big, sturdy dong, it'd be an otter.
Yeah, man. I mean, the snack named after them is an otter pop, which to me is otter pop's a boner, and it's a
Yeah.
hard boner. And now it's hydrocarbons are keeping their bones from getting as freaking straight up dense and hard as they should be.
Otter knots.
Yeah,
Otter soft.
they're soft, dude. It's like otter pop that's been taken out of the freezer.
Otter pop's a knot boner. It's not even an NRB.
Yeah,
It's like, forget about
It's
no
an
reason
NB.
boners for otters. It's what?
it's an NB, dude. It's a no boner.
Damn.
I mean, trying to spin it positive and just, find the stoke and everything. It's like, I mean, maybe they'll have better personalities. Like, I mean, I have a very small penis, and I think it's made me, you know, try to take up new things. Like, I try to get good at gaming. I try to, you know, be a little more chill, or learn to skate better, or like I'd play sports or go run outside and develop other skills or traits. You know, if I had just had a big dong, I'd know that I could probably just sit back and let, you know, cruise through life on that. So maybe there's some otters
Throw it
that'll
on the
be
table.
chill.
Yeah, I could see you just throwing your dong on the table if it was huge.
Yeah, if I had a big old fat old big Mauricio sized cock, I'd be plopping it. I'd be plopping it on stuff, you know.
Yeah, I tried to borrow one of his Magnum XLs the other night because I was out of rubs. Didn't work.
You swimming
No.
in it?
Swimming, bro. Need like 6 dicks to get that thing tight enough for use.
You need an entire otter to put in that condom, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dudes, the other thing that this made me think about was like, how did the scientists even know that this was a potential ish? Like, I feel like one of the scientists every morning on his walk to work would go by the beach eating a croissant and drinking a vanilla latte. And he was just would observe the otters, and he noticed over time an incremental change in their bone game. And he was like, oh, dude, that otter doesn't look like he's hitting it as right. And actually, the female otter looks like she's kind of bored.
Yeah, he's like trying to jackrabbit it.
Yeah, and he's like really trying to like keep it hard, and he's kind of looking off in the distance, having like sick thoughts about other otters, and then like
Yeah.
the scientist is like that they don't seem very connected. And then you know you think it's a one-off. You're like, oh, otters are like humans. Sometimes you're not in the mood. You're just trying to get there. But then over time he notices, wait, they're never having good sex, and different otters are having bad sex. I think something's wrong with their dongs. And then so he goes into the science lab with all these other intelligent, serious thinkers, and he goes, guys, issue of the week. What are we attacking? And everyone's throwing out their stuff, and he goes, I got one. Otter dongs. Let's measure them. And they're like, we don't think that's a real problem. And then he shows video of this sad otter sex, and everyone's like, we gotta figure this out. And then so they genuinely grabbed otters and measured their dongs.
Dude, they caught 3 dozen. I was like, who catches 36 otters, dude? It's a
Yeah.
lot of otters, bro.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And they got to hire people to do that. There's no way those scientists can catch otters.
No, you know when you catch an otter? Yeah, when it's going down on another otter. You know?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you catch them.
Yeah.
They're fucking, and they're going down. What the other otter's pleasure, just closing its eyes, rolling them back. The female otter's really going down because the male otter's got to, he's got to do a little darting more than usual because his dong's not brittle, or its dong is brittle, and so the trappers know that's when you get them. You get them when they're boning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but guys, so let's be careful. Let's not pollute. I mean, I know I got plastic cup right here. I mean, I'm not helping the situation, but let's try and protect otters' dongs. All right. I think now that the issue of pollution has been anthropomorphized through something we all care about, dongs, hardness. Let's just take care of these guys because we share the earth with them, and you love seeing otters all happy, being cute, breaking shells open with rocks. You're not gonna be so happy if they feel like their fucking dick game's been amputated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? In the
gonna have an
meantime,
effect.
while we rehabilitate their cranks, some positive talk I think would go a long way. If like you're out in the water and you see an otter just like float by, you could be like, "Hey, dude, like I'm with you, dog." And I see your tongue dart. Your tongue dart does not mean that your tongue dart is you're giving your partner the same amount of pleasure that she's always gotten because of your tongue dart. And stay strong, and your dink will get through this, and
Dude, that's fire, bro.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great call.
Yeah.
Just make them. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But we're gonna make the best out of it.
Yeah.
Can otters finger? Dante, can otters finger?
Well, I think
Sorry.
it's like just a paw, right? Like they probably can't like take a finger back.
But they can probably get
They
the
can like
edge.
fish, right?
They can get the edge of their paw, the tip of it, and like that's basically its finger.
They do use tools.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, they can use tools. They'll just like crack a shell kind of the right way.
Yeah.
Dildo
Maybe
action.
They got like
a
a small one. They have like so you can like incrementally stage up. So like they'll have like a smaller shell splinter and then like a second one that's bigger.
like a
Okay.
like a dildo rock.
Yep.
Okay.
Like a dildo. Put some kelp on it, make it a little
Moss.
bit slippery. I think kelp
Yeah.
is like natural lube of the ocean because it's super slippery, and you just rub your dildo rock on kelp.
we make
and
aloe
then
out
you
of it.
just- Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm.
And it's but I think their paws too create good friction. So if you just want to stimulate the clit, I know they're
Right.
pretty good at that.
Always.
That's the good move. I mean, yeah, you're definitely going to want to, and you're going to have to get creative. Also, thinking back on what you said, JT, of like, it kind of was a little bit of I don't want the otters to have too sick of thoughts. You know, I don't want an otter to have to think about like, oh, you know, fucking, you know, I'm boning this otter right now, but really I'm thinking about that otter's like mom or something like that. And like, it's weird. Then they're having weird nightmares and stuff, and it's like, I just don't want them to have to go down those dark avenues to get a nut.
Keep it pure.
Yeah.
Dudes, we also read about how there was this huge breakthrough in artificial intelligence. Google has this deep learning program called DeepMind, and it was able to make a huge leap in solving protein structures, which to understand how they work, we got to know what they look like. So at first I thought they were just talking about like protein as I understand it, like whey, soy, plant-based, but it's actually more complicated than that, because I guess proteins make up like all of cells and whatnot, just not protein as I think about it diet-wise.
Right. It's like not just like Metrex or you know, other stuff you'd see at Vitamin Shop or GNC, muscle milks.
It's like making up the amino acids that make up like all the DNA in our body.
So with this new development, are they able to like create, you know, could they create whole living beings?
I think so.
Yeah.
At some point,
Could they create like a whole new, like, they could recreate like a hand, someone's hand?
Dude, that's what it's going towards. I mean, basically what I understood, which was, this one was pretty tough, but it was like, this breakthrough gives them a much better look in way at understanding proteins than like we've ever had before, where it's like, it eliminates a lot of guessing that they've had to do. Basically they can like, by having that understanding of like, oh, what this protein is and of that DNA, really it's going to help them like kind of what JT said with medicinal stuff of like recognize genetic traits and whatever.
yeah, disease causing genetic variations. They'll be able to map them out more easily and then hopefully solve the disease more easily.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not for like building stuff, you know, it's like they're building like fake meat or something.
Bro, I bet they can do that next.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the focus right now. I mean, we always got to watch out that it goes in that direction.
Yeah.
But I think right now they're just trying to figure out how they can get to the root of what these actually causes these diseases.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
It's legit.
Yeah, I
They're
thought it was
also
like for
making
like
fake
building
meat.
shit. What's up?
They're also making fake meat.
Are
Yeah,
they?
that's what I hear. Everyone's like saying like in 100
like,
years.
That's gonna
fake
be
meat.
that's like in like 5 years, hopefully.
Really?
It's like coming up. They're like building it from the cell up, so it's like you can like make it have whatever you want in it, and have like be like jacked with protein, but
Wow.
like not be from an animal. Like they're making it in labs.
But will it taste like dank?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think they're trying to get that. It's probably not there yet, but like real soon they're gonna be.
Is it?
Well, go ahead.
Is it gonna be dank?
It will be dank in time.
You know, my concern with this, and it sounds dank. If it is indeed dank, my concern is that they got to get the right guys developing this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want Jack Dorsey developing my meat.
No.
You
Dude, what
know?
about our buddy Chetney, dude? He's a fucking beast on the grill, and
Dude,
I think
Chetney
he
would
could he could get in there and do it.
Dude, he can spot you know, an elk steak from a ribeye like from like 20 feet away. He's like, that's a T-bone, that's a New York, that's a ribeye, that's chuck, that's rump roast, dude.
You do need someone to be the right ambassador for this, because I
Yeah.
think if it's Jack Dorsey or like Mark Zuckerberg or something like that, someone who looks like they don't eat meat really, and then kind of feels like they're trying to control us in nefarious ways, you're like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But if Joe Rogan or like that Steve Rinella
Dave
guy comes
Goggins.
out, if Dave Goggins comes out and is like, they're like, hey, this fake meat is the fake shit.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I'm on board. I trust this guy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And we know that they can't be bought. Their integrity is absolute.
They eat my fake steak, stay hard. And he's like running while he's doing it. I'd eat it.
Yeah, dude. There's a fun vibe around it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
in. Dude, think about this, dude. They could probably if they can make fake T-bones and dank steaks, they can probably make otter cocks.
That's what I
And
was
then otters
thinking.
can get fat fucking cocks again.
Yeah.
Why are we going to eat otter cocks?
No, dude, they can just give them cocks.
Well, we
Ah.
could also
And
do,
why wouldn't we eat them though?
I mean, maybe they're
we-
good. They could
do-
be good.
Yeah, twofer. We could, you know,
Yeah.
reward these otters with, you know, massive dinks
Yeah.
and also grill them up.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Dudes, we read one last article about a dude who got into an argument with his wife and then walked 450 kilometers to cool off. And they're doing tighter restrictions. I think it was in where was it, in Austria?
Italy, I think.
That was Italy. And when the cops finally caught up to him, you're not allowed to like be outside just doing whatever you want. They're like, hey, what's the deal? He's like, man, I'm just pissed. And he walked 450 kilometers. But I kind of, I respect this guy because it's like it's not the best way to handle it, but he was understood his feelings, and he's like, you know what? I need more time, and I need to keep walking. So when he came home, he'd burned it all off, and at the same time, he'd made his legs strong. So I don't know. All in all, I think this guy's a beast.
And his wife picked him up, right?
She did?
Yeah,
That's
she
what he
cruised
said.
out. Yeah, the cops got him because, like you said, it was like COVID times, and so they're like, "Yo, you can't just be out. Like, you need to go to this hotel." And the cops, like, because he wasn't breaking any laws other than like they give him a fine for being out during like past curfew for COVID, and then he just went to like a nice hotel, probably got himself a dank steak, and then called his wife and was like, "Yeah, I need you to drive 450 kilometers and pick me up." And she did, dude. She was there for him. She's like, "I get it." Maybe maybe they even boned in that hotel room. It's always nice to do that.
Yeah.
For sure.
When I read that article, first thing that came to my mind was Joe for some reason. Just Joe with his burly shoulders, just
A determined man.
determined and like not even stopping, just fucking walking, dude. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna go back. Stupid.
He was surprised when the cops were like, hey, do you know where you are? He's like, I don't know, a couple miles from home. They're like, no, you're 450 kilometers from home. He's like, damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
You're in Sweden, dog.
Didn't you get hungry? Like, no, I was pissed.
Or Switzerland, border with Italy.
I think Switzerland.
Yo, you're in Switzerland,
Yes.
dog.
Dude, it's gnarly. Dude, they did say like people would give him food. Like he got food from just like nice people
Yeah.
while he was
That's
walking.
amazing.
Yeah. It's
That's
kinda crazy.
Italy.
Yeah, dude.
Nice people.
Yeah.
Do you think you got a baked ziti?
Ooh,
Ooh,
hopefully,
that sounds
baby.
delicious.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude. Nice.
House one of those pups, dude. I don't know if you can make artificial ziti, tell you that much.
Freaking wow.
No, I never heard that, dude.
What?
Did you say jabwow, but in a new way?
Freaking wow.
That was great. I never heard it like that before.
Dude, thanks, man.
That was sick.
Dude, should we answer some questions? Or Chad, do you want to do an ad and then we'll answer some questions?
Yeah, we got the Manscaped stories.
Yeah. Do I just pull those up on the regular Chad Goes Deep thing? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Nice, dude. Strider's got a beanie on. It looks good.
What up? It's a knit beanie, dude. My buddy's mom knit it for me a few
It's
years
a-
back.
Brand new look for you.
Yeah, I've never had a beanie like this.
I could see you in like a boy band with that.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Because you have good, I mean, of course, you have nice hair too, but you have really good facial features. So the beanie kind of
Sorry.
makes you showcase those more.
Thank you. It gets rid of
Sorry.
Being
the
distracted by your
nuisance.
great mane.
Yeah, it's like a little pubicle, but I think this is the right length for it, though.
You're being hard on yourself. It looks great.
I'm tough on myself.
Are
You're
you
really
bu-
tough on yourself.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you look good.
Thank you, dude. I don't know if this is like, this is knit. It's a gift. It's very dank, but I don't know if like I'd purchase this.
You were like being hard on yourself the other day. You said you had no game.
Oh, I have the worst game,
No,
dude.
all because you were in love with like the most beautiful girl in the world when we were in high school and that she kind of had you outgunned. But that's like paddling
Totally
out into
outgunned.
like pipeline when you're learning how to serve.
That's nice, dude. Thank you. That's true. But in the time and everything, I was like, dude, this is just like, I like remember we had mac and cheese, dude. We made out, and then I was like, I gotta tell her that I really got feelings for her. I was like, no. Now looking back, I'm like, no, you didn't. You could have just chilled, dude.
But if she was your person, maybe she would have liked that.
That's true. That's true. And that was my truth. And you know what? You got to express your honesty. But if you can do it with a little style or game, you know,
Little danger.
yeah, a little something like that.
Because you are a bad boy.
I'm a bad boy.
You're a bad boy who's a good man.
I appreciate that, dude.
Dude, imagine if you came out of the gates with like all this game.
So I mean,
Like, ew.
I know, right?
You don't want to come out. You didn't want to come hot out of the gates with a bunch of game. Unless you're like Michael Jordan. You know,
Mike Jordan's the man, dude.
like it's like some guy just comes out of the womb and he's just like, "What up? Yeah, whatever." And he's just getting laid left and right. It's like,
Yeah.
Not very interesting.
no.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Those guys get out of the game quick too. Like the
Yeah.
smart, sensible ones, they mature out of it, and then they're like, you know what? I'm actually looking for something a little more wholesome and that's gonna last a long time.
Yeah.
That the two guys I know who were like the most desirable to women when I was like 15, they both married at like 19.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Ballers, dude.
It's cool. You know what I should do? Stay cool. What's up, dudes? I'm interrupting this podcast again to let you know that we are brought to you by BetterHelp. What up, BetterHelp? Thank you for being a new sponsor of the podcast. You guys are legends. Stokers, we talk about mental health a lot on the pod, And it's important to keep that mental health in check. Maybe you've got some things that are interfering with your happiness. Maybe you're experiencing significant bummer. You're going through straight up depression, maybe stress, anxiety, relationships. You're trying to figure that out. What the heck is going on? I don't know. Sleeping, that can be tough. Trauma is no bueno. You need to work that through. So BetterHelp is here to help you because they're committed to first off, they will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist, which is excellent. Love therapy. Got to get on that as much as possible. So that's why I love BetterHelp. They connect you in a safe and private online environment. Super convenient. You can start communicating with a therapist in under 24 hours. Super quick. And it's not self-help. It is professional counseling. So you can send a message to your counselor anytime. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. You can do weekly video and phone sessions, just straight up get in there, get into your dome, figure out what's going on, and get better help. What up to the name? And the service is available for clients worldwide. There's tons of expertise, as I said, depression, stress, anxiety, relationships. And most of all, anything you share is confidential. So, bring the heat. So if you want to start living a happier life today, as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/go deep. That's BETTERHELP.com/go deep. GODEEP. Join over 1 million people that have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/go deep. Check it out, dudes. All right, back to another ad or the show. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know that we are brought to you by 5THC. 5THC, what up? Thank you so much for sponsoring the podcast. Guys, CBD is dank. I know it, you know it, Strider knows it, JT knows it most of all because he's ripping these CBD joints and you're taking 5THC as well. How does it make you feel?
Good.
Good? You feel relaxed and sort of like more legit?
It takes the edge off for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see the world as a friendly place rather than a hostile one.
That's what's up, dude. And I've been taking the sleep ones. They help me to just, get full, deep rest, full night's sleep, and really just hit the pillow, recharge, wake up in the morning, and ready to frickin' say what up to the world in more ways than one. Strider, have you taken THC or CBD, 5THC?
I've taken some CBDs and I like the little gummies, dude. I like to chew those. The nighttime ones are legit.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm playing COD, I pop one of those and I see my KD ratio goes up.
No way.
Yeah, because I'm just chilling. I'm in the zone. I'm not agitated in, fire situations.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's the best.
That's amazing. Guys, you want to up your Call of Duty game? Hit up 5CBD. What up? Because 5CBD contains high levels of THC, and you can get shipped legally to your door in all 50 states. Whoa. Turns it all the way up in the THC department with their full spectrum CBD extract. Trust me, you'll definitely feel the buzz. You guys heard all those examples. Get fired up on CBD. It's legit. So now we've been getting high on our own supply. Well, actually, they sent us some. And now it's your turn, Stoke Nation. You can head over to try5thc.com. That's TRYFIVETHC.com for your free bottle of Daily Buzz gummies. What up? Those are legit. These have up to 5 milligrams of THC per gummy. And the best news, they ship to all 50 states. What? Yep. They ship to all 50 states, even with the powerful levels of THC. 5 can be sent anywhere in the U.S. And this deal ends December 31st, so check it out before the holidays and get your 5 on. Guys, I'm also interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongles are looking fresh and clean. Because when you step out into the world and you want people to know, hey, that guy has a nice pubal region, he uses Manscaped, that's what we want people to know, that you trim your pubes, that you look after your whole body, not just your face, not just your pits, but also your pubal region. What up? Because looking for the ultimate stocking stuffer this holiday season, are you? I am. And you know what? I'm going to look no further because our sponsors, Manscaped, have the tools to make you win this year's stocking stuffer or white elephant competition. Manscaped is the only brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming and hygiene products. And great news, they just released their products across Europe, Canada, and Australia. That's huge. Europe, Canada, and Australia. Pretty soon, the whole world is going to be trimming their pubes, and you don't want to be left behind. Trust me on that, bros.
Amen.
I actually, trimmed up my chest earlier today. I was getting a little bit haywire. I didn't want to trim it fully, but, I gave it a little bit of a sprucing up.
Let me see. Oh, it looks great. Dude, you do it the perfect amount.
Thanks.
Nice.
And I did that with the Lawnmower 3.0. You can get that crop preserver. It's ball deodorant. You can get crop cleanser, body wash, crop mop, ball wipes, all kinds of stuff for your balls. Foot duster, deodorant, the weed whacker, ear, nose, and hair trimmer, ear, nose, hair trimmer, and the Lawnmower 3.0, of course. These formulations are all vegan, cruelty-free, dye-free, sulfate-free, and paraben-free, so you know their products are legit. So get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with GoDeep20. 20% off plus free shipping with the code GoDeep20 at manscaped.com.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to grab another brew.
Is this the last one?
But there's one more Modelo in there. Yes. Yes. And then let's do these Manscaped stories.
I'll reset. Dude, Chad, let's talk real for a second.
Yeah, let's get after it.
You think I've been a bad boy in my league, dude? Am I just a bad boy?
No, I think you've got principles.
Thank you.
I think you've got a code, and you felt that you had to stand up for your code. And I'm sure if I were in your position, I would have done the same.
Thank you, dude.
So I think you're a good dude. You're the best dude I know.
You're the best dude I know, and it means a lot to hear you say that. And I think even the other dudes who I've called them own boys, I thought maybe they were just sticking it to me. But then I think maybe they just truly believe in what they're saying of, though, this rule's a rule. It's black and white, and there's something to be said for that. Some people see the world that way. Some people see it a different way. I mean, it's all about compromise,
It's a tough situation, and from my point of view, a no-win situation.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
It's like both sides. It's like it's hard for both sides to give in because each has their their belief. So I don't know, man. How do you feel? Do you feel bad about it now?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You feel you went too far?
Yeah. I mean, I took legal action.
Fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a great story down the road.
It will. Hopefully it will bond us all in the long run.
I think it will.
I had a proposal. Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Johnson should be my co-manager next year. That should be my punishment.
Oh, that's fun, because then we get Johnson more involved.
I think it's a benevolent punishment because no knock on Johnson's the best guy in the world. We love him to death, but he doesn't know. We once asked him to name 5 quarterbacks. Like, he wanted to be in our league. We're like, okay, name 5 quarterbacks. And the first one he said was Joe Montana. We asked him this in 2018. And we're like, okay, 5 current quarterbacks. And he's like, Peyton Manning. And I think this was the year Peyton Manning was out with his neck. And we're like, come on, man, we need a quarterback from you. He's like, Tom Brady. We're like, okay. So that's his level of football knowledge. But he's the best guy in the world. And I think maybe that's a benevolent thing. It'd be me. I would happily take that fine.
Nice, dude.
Happily.
Yeah, we'll see if Ross is okay with it, if Greg's okay
And
with
it's so
it.
funny that
Yeah.
Ross.
Are those the two that are really pissed?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Greg's
they're
our
kind of-
commissioner.
Greg's the commish. He does a great job being commish.
Yeah.
And then Ross is kind of the enforcer.
Mm.
Yeah, he's the muscle baby.
But Greg catches everything, and Greg's also the best on the thread. I think he's the funniest and he's the best at talking shit.
Yeah, he's great. And his team
So-
kicks ass this year.
So Greg is the one who will most dominate you on the thread. So will Ross, and then Ross is also the one you got to most worry about dominating you off the thread. So you got to kind of appease those two guys.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, their public enemy numero uno is this fella right here, Strider. who seems to be reveling.
Look. Your
Reveling
juice
in it.
argument. Look, there's something to be said about liking the juice.
You love
okay?
the juice.
There's something to be said about liking the juice.
It's
But
fun.
Look,
I mean, you don't want to just not stop calling the Moan Boys the Moan Boys. It's fun.
it is fun. But you know what? At what cost? And can it go too far? I think we're getting there. I don't think we've gotten there at anything yet, but I think I'll just have to take my licks. I'll just have to take my L, and I'll just have to pay my fine. That's what's just going to have to happen.
And to the other guys in the league, I'm sorry I said Greg is the best on the thread. I said that to motivate you.
It's
yeah.
good.
In my opinion, Daniels is the best on the thread.
That's hilarious you say that. That's hilarious. He's the one guy who never responds. Although I've been a little lazy on there lately.
I just threw that out there.
No, it's a good
Dude,
one.
that's amazing
It's
that
a
you just
perfect
said that.
pick.
That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Good
Yeah.
instincts. All right, dudes, this week we're going to answer specific questions. We sent a thing out to all the Stokers, or we mentioned on here that we wanted Manscaped stories. So these are the best Manscaped stories that y'all sent in. Although I haven't really combed through them, so these are kind of just the first ones I'm picking. But I do think they'll be the best.
Oh, yeah.
And we have some kind of gift for whoever story's our favorite, right?
Our favorite gets the performance package next week. We will announce it next week.
Dang.
Nice.
Yeah, so thank you guys for writing in. Thank you for being, passionate about pubes. You got our full support.
Here we go. This one's from Sean. What up, my dogs? Also, what up to my boy Strider if he's there today?
What up?
So I work at these painting classes as a side job on the weekends. I fell into the job as a broke college student and still work there because the pay is pretty good. But the curveball here is I don't teach the painting classes because I suck at painting. Self-aware man. I work as a nude model for bachelorette and ladies' night events. It's essentially just women drunk on wine painting my dong for a few hours. The only job requirements are being in shape, keeping your trim's pube, and having a decent-looking dong. This guy sounds like the man.
That's awesome.
So one of the bachelorette parties I worked at had an odd request. They asked that I dye my pubes blue. A few days before the event, they bought this blue pubic hair dye for women and gave me a nice tip to do it. So I said, what the hell? I like to have fun, and I figured I'd give it a try. I put the dye in the day before, which was a weird experience in itself. I was going to take it easy the night before and stay in, but decided to go out for a little. I ended up getting lucky with a complete smoke, and we went back to her place. She thought the dye was funny, and we had a good time. I kind of figured this was a one-off thing, and I'd never see her again. Well, the next day I get to the event, and the girl from the night before was there too.
What?
We talked some more during the party, and I ended up going out to the bars with her in the bachelorette party after the event. This was about a year ago, and me and the girl have been going steady for a while now. It's been great so far. I guess the moral of the story is keeping your pubes in order can help you land a complete rocket. Stay stoked, stay trimmed, love. Dude, that's going to be a tough one to beat.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, what an incredible way to start off the stories.
Oh my gosh.
This guy's the man.
Seriously, dude.
That was cool.
That's the best life ever. What a cool gig, first of all.
Yeah.
That should be a movie, dude. Like, that's a
Yeah.
movie.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brad Pitt was like, they're like, what'd you do before you started making money through acting? He's like, I stood there nude and got painted. That's a Brad Pitt move. This guy's like the next Brad Pitt.
100%.
That's so fun. Awesome, dude. And wait, you can tell he's a confident guy.
Also,
He knows who he is.
Dude, 100%. And this guy's life was just my lack of relatability of like, I was going to take it easy. Then I went out and, just got laid. Like, dude, that barometer of like going to bed and then, and then I love that he meets the love of his life, but it's like, that can happen to this guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I believe it,
I'm
dude.
picturing Channing Tatum,
Oh, dude, that's a great picture for this. 100% Channing Tatum.
but
dude.
with a heart of gold.
No,
Just
this
like
guy's-
Channing,
Yeah, this guy's a sweet dude.
I assume.
Yeah.
All right, guys, next up, Nicholas. What's up, dude? Here's my story. Back in high school, I was in the Chinese class. It was a lot of fun. I would say we learned more about each other than about Chinese. What I'm trying to say is there was a lot of banter between us students. I wasn't really a popular kid by any means, but I wasn't a complete weirdo either, which puts me near the top of the food chain in Chinese class. This gave me an opportunity to banter with some really cute girls who outside of Chinese class might not have even known I existed. Is he said Chinese extra?
Yeah, he is saying it a lot. Like, we already know what it must, like, I don't know what that is. Like, is it just like a Spanish class or a language class or like a
think
cultural
so.
class?
Well, one day we had to do a partner project, and the teacher picked the partners. I was put with one of the two smokes in the classroom. Of course, you can imagine, dude, everyone's just going, oh, these are good. Yeah. Of course, you can imagine I was super stoked. It was a video project, and I was super into video editing. So I was really ready to tackle this thing. The day of filming, she decided we go film at her house, which I don't remember how we came to that decision exactly, except that it was more of her choice. As I was getting ready to go over to her house, a thought only a junior in high school could come up with occurred. Of course, because maybe there was a slim chance in the universe, maybe she'd make a move on me or just something stupid like that. I decided to trim my pubes. Total cringe move. First of all, what an idiot of thinking I'd have a chance. Second, what an idiot for thinking the context of filming a Chinese school video project would be a provoking one. Because I didn't trim my pubes often, I maybe spent 15 minutes trying to wrangle the hairs with a shitty razor, which ended up being a total waste of time. Well, I go over to my house. My mom dropped me off because I didn't have my license yet. We record the video. It goes okay, pretty chill. We have a laugh during the filming, and before you knew it, we were done. At this point, I knew nothing was going to happen, even though I didn't even give it a shot. I believe that if she was into me like that, she would have made it obvious, and I just didn't catch the vibe. So she offered to drive me home, and in the end, we ended up getting an A on the project. I really can't complain except for the 15 minutes I wasted in vain. I suppose this is a pretty anticlimactic story, but I think it chronicles the flawless mindset of the high school male pretty well. Or is it just cringy? Either way, I'm far away enough from it all now to look back and laugh at myself. Cheers. Well, I think that's nice. You can laugh at yourself. But honestly, dude, I don't think what you did was that weird. I think I probably would have done the same thing. I think we've all trimmed our pubes just hoping for the best.
Yeah, dude.
And it's kind of like look the part, be the part. Like you feel like if you make that commitment, like you're going to put yourself in a position to succeed later. So you'll make it happen. You're picturing the ball going into the hole.
Yeah, bro. I would trim my pubes before every middle school dance, blast the Venga Boys, use Fisker scissors, take 20 minutes, and I had never kissed a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, bro, I wish I would have had a lawnmower back then.
Mm-hmm.
No, his dome's in the right spot.
Yeah, I trimmed my pubes before the cakewalk at the school carnival.
Yeah, dude, that's smart.
But I like this guy though. He's self-aware. Seems like a good hang.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Did he take Chinese class though? I wasn't sure.
Burn.
Zing, dude.
Growing up with your friend, this is from Nick. Growing up with your friends and seeing all of your bodies change at different times can be scary. I was the first one to grow a lot of butt hair. My cheeks were covered and honestly I was self-conscious about it. Mooning passerbys was not as fun as it used to be. It turned into more of a nightmare. There was my teenage years, and flashing cheeks were synonymous with the age. We were 16 years old and we were starting to get into girls. I would think about, what if she saw my hairy cheeks and left? The embarrassment would have been tremendous. In pornographic videos, all the guys are clean shaved. One day we had planned to meet up with some babes at the plaza and I needed to make a change. I didn't know how to tackle the task. I needed help. My friend David was the only one who would help me. We were at a mutual friend's house and he shaved my ass on our friend's couch. It felt awkward at first, but I knew that it would help me get rid of all my fears. My friend's mom walked in on David shaving my ass and we were told to go home. I rode my skateboard home with half of my butt shaved. I will never forget that feeling. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, skating with half a butt shaved, I mean, that's gotta, that's really gotta affect your push,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, I feel for him. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
His friendship sounds legit with that dude who was shaving his butt, though.
Yeah, those guys are
That's a
boys.
movie, dude.
Yeah.
Those two guys just having each other's back like that and not being weird about it should be like, yo, bro, I got you.
Yeah.
The best.
Like, I don't think you should feel bad about your butt. I think it's legit to have butt hair. I think it's masculine. I think it, probably on some level suggests high testosterone. But if you don't like it, I'm here to help you feel better. So
Yeah.
bring over those nice cheeks and let me make them clean.
Love that.
Smack that ass.
Smack that ass up.
So, dude, so this one time I was getting ready to go out and party with the homies, I was stoked. By this point, I pre-gamed my shower beer with a shot and was overall feeling good about the night. That's when I clipped my dong. I don't want to read the ones about clipping your dong. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah. Brutal.
What's up, dudes?
Yeah, I appreciated his vibe, though.
Yeah.
Chad JT Strider, what up?
What up?
I'm like 14 years old sitting on the toilet. Just took a massive Come on, dude. Just took a massive shit and I'm like, man, look at that bush. It's got to be like 3 inches long. Just completely covers my dong. Never trimmed before. I see a pair of scissors. This guy cut his sack too. Guys,
God.
come on.
Dude, this guy's hilarious, though.
He's a funny guy for sure, yeah.
If I was 14 and I was writing into a podcast, I would totally tell him I just took a dump. That thing is the funniest thing I ever said.
Yep.
These are all, the next one was a guy who also sounds cool because he says, call me Xandrew, but he Xandrew. Guys, I'm being a baby.
No, we don't want to have too much gore.
No, and I said, I was like, bros, we're not going to really like the ones where there's bodily fluids. And then everybody was like, dude, we hear you.
Yeah.
But mine's different. But I nicked my sack in a very unique fashion, my friend. Hey, legends, there's this girl I've been talking to, hanging out with for about a month. I'm super stoked about her and would like to make her my girlfriend. When we hang out, things are perfect in my mind. Oh, this is just a regular question. Dude, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, we'll answer this one too. Just go for it, bro. You got it. You're gonna
Nice.
be anxious. Just you can get through it. You'll be all right. We all feel anxious when we're around someone we like. You just got to believe in yourself and know it'll get easier. Sophomore Slump. This is from JD. It was the middle of finals season. Sophomore year, snow covered the rooftops and trees were naked as frantic college students camped out in libraries, study halls, and coffee shops in an effort to make it out of the semester in one piece. I myself, an experienced procrastinator, was passing my classes by the skin of my teeth. I was the type of student who relied on attendance grades to get by. The final season, though, was different. Ever since midterms, I was in a scholarly slump. I couldn't pass a test for the life of me. I couldn't pass a sobriety test either. Yep, college was having its way with me. It was the morning of my calculus final. I studied for 2 weeks. I digested so many formulas, theorems, and symbols that I dreamt in Greek. In fact, the gods spoke to me. I woke up from my dream and immediately forgot what they said. I turned on my shower, picked out the empty beer cans from the tub, and climbed in. When the water hit my face, my dream came back to me. It was Athena, a goddess of wisdom. Shave your pubes, JD. Look after your hog. I snapped out of it. The shower water sprayed my face, streamed down my neck, and followed my treasure trail all the way down to my dong region. I examined my pubes, taking a hard look. I didn't like what was looking back at me. A cloud circled my bush like pig pen and peanuts. My bush looked like it could grow legs and walk off. My bush was so big, it looked like it was plotting to swallow me whole. My bush was preparing to invade Iraq for oil. It was safe to say that Athena was right. I took my pube trimmers and got to work. Like a groundskeeper, I chopped through the thick Bermuda grass rough and turned it into a pristine fairway. Prepped for a major tournament, I was proud and ready to take on calculus. When I sat down for the test, I had a new air of confidence. You know what they say, look good, feel good, play good, pay good. I flew through the calculus exam like Alan from The Hangover. I was one with numbers. Like the casino, my calc professor didn't know what hit him. Colors were brighter, time slowed down. I could feel the synapses in my brain as I jotted down decimals. Now he trims his pubes on every test day. It's his game day routine. LeBron tossed chalk. I wash my pubes swirl over my shower drain. When I use my Manscaped lawnmower, I feel like I am taking one of Bradley Cooper's Limitless pills. Trimming my pubes doesn't only make me a better student, it makes me a better human. I began studying world religions. I nursed an injured chipmunk to good health, and I had sex again. Let that be a lesson to all these young students out there in a slump. Get back on the horse and grab those trimmers. Your balls will thank you.
That was a great one.
Yeah,
Very motivational.
Very nice.
for sure. So, guys, we have to pick a winner. Who do you guys? Who's your guys' fave?
I mean, that first one just stuck with me.
Agreed.
I think it's Sean. Sean, you're the guy. Thank you, dude. Thank you for that wonderful story. It was I'm gonna carry that with me through my tough days.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be something I remember,
Absolutely.
like a token of optimism.
100%.
And thank you to everyone who wrote in.
Thank
You
you,
guys are
guys.
all legends. And I loved hearing about your pubes.
Let's get into it. Chad, what's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week? I was having trouble finding a beef of the week this week.
That's a nice week.
It's a nice week, yeah. Yeah, my beef of the week is with, the devastating. My beef of the week is with something I discovered this weekend. Around this time, I like to go to J. Crew, get some new tees. Get a solid white, solid black, maybe a navy, maybe a light pink. I like pink. I'm a pink guy. I go into J. Crew, and I'm like, what up, dude? You see me in here every December and every May. Where are the essential teas? And he's like, dude, we're out, bro. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, it's hard to keep making teas during Corona. And we just don't have any more teas. And I'm like, but dude, I'm preparing for winter. Like, how am I gonna like bring stees to most, situations, especially during the holidays. I'm supposed to be jolly and I have to look, I have to have swag. And this is how I do it. I do it with the J. Crew essential tees, basic white, basic black, navy, light pink. After I manscape, what am I supposed to do? He's like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. We all have to make sacrifices this year. And I was like, it's too true, dude. It's too true.
It's just funny too. This thing will hit you in unintended or like kind of just unexpected ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like, oh, I know there's probably not going to be as many people out, but you don't think J. Crew is going to be running short on crew necks.
There's like, it's just like, it just goes to show, man, like, be grateful for the things you take for granted, you know?
For sure.
Essential teas, TP,
Uh-huh.
and ball trimmers.
Hell yeah.
So
Strider,
true.
what's your beef of the week?
Dude, my beef of the week. Like Chad, I was like, dude, I've been having a pretty chill week, dude. And, you know, we did mention Sonny earlier, but maybe I'm just beefing with Sonny a little bit because, dude, he knows how to sit. He knows what sit is. Yet he's testing his boundaries with me. He is setting boundaries with me as I am setting them with him. And that's a little frustrating, dude. I took him back from a walk the other night, and I like to make him sit before we go into the apartment. So he's just relaxed, like that's going to be a ritual. And it just sort of sets him up of like coming to a door, he waits rather than like running through stuff. I want him to have that habit. And bro, I was like, sit. It was like, I took him out late after playing COD at like 12:30. And we just sat there for like 5 minutes, and he literally just looked at me and I just looked at him. And I was like, dude, just sit, bro. I'm going to give you a treat. Then I pulled the treat out so he could see it, and then he finally does it.
It's heavy.
I know, dude. He's busting my balls, dude. He's cute, though, dude. That's the thing. He knows he can get away with it. He's cute.
Dude, if you need Uncle Chad to come over there and put some boots on and just flex on him,
I do.
I'm one call away, bro.
I do need that.
You know?
You haven't met him yet. JT,
Yeah.
you met him briefly.
Briefly.
You got to meet him, dude.
Yeah.
You'll love him. He loves snuggling and kissing, dude.
Well,
Oh.
I'll do whatever you need, you know, to get him to sit. You know, I won't give him that love straight up. I'll square up and I'll be like, sit.
He will need that. He will. Presenting in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
if you present yourself like that,
You can tell me to sit and I'll sit.
and he'll follow because he's
You'll
like, this
model
guy's
it.
chill.
Yeah.
Dude, that's huge. It takes a village.
Yeah.
Actually, sometimes if I'd be on, like, if my dad's friends were around and I acted like a dick, my dad would have his friends talk to me about it rather than him.
It's perfect.
Because he knew if, like, it was him, I might be like, hey, back off, man. But if it was
Yeah.
one of his friends, I was like, well, I mean, if Pedro's upset at me, I should probably listen.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And like if I sit, you give me some pokey and you can see, you know, it's like, oh, Chad got his treat. Maybe if I sit and I'm not a dick about it, I'll get my treat.
Dude, and then you get to eat doggy treats again?
Yeah.
Dude,
We used to eat those all the time.
Oh, I love eating doggy treats.
So tasty.
Dude, would you do that at parties? At a house party, I ate a doggy treat one time. I was like, I'll do it.
Oh yeah.
I ate some dog food.
I mean, I just walk in, snag a bone, just fucking chomp on it.
Love it. Milk bone.
If you know it.
That's what's up. Dude, my beef of the week is not even a beef. It's really just about the legends and the babes that will give me feedback on my Instagram stories sometimes. Like I do a lot of stuff with me weightlifting, and if I'm doing deadlifts or doing like a complicated movement like that, I'll always get feedback like, hey bro, keep your head neutral. Hey dude, pull more from your butt. You're using your lower back a little bit. And instinctively I get a little annoyed because I'm like, hey bro, how about you just back off? But then I think about it, I'm like, dude, this person's just trying to get you to improve. They're trying to protect your well-being in the long run. And honestly, they think enough of you that they think you can handle this kind of feedback, this honest feedback. And I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah. And I think it has helped my technique.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, dude. Keep sending me that stuff. Keep telling me what could be better. Some dudes get on me for doing the same workout too much. They're like, bro, you're just doing the same complex movements over and over again. Mix it up. And it doesn't, you know, I don't go wholesale changes, but I definitely tweak it a little bit because I'm like, look, I know they're paying attention. So that's
Dude,
what's up.
I totally hear you. When you get like that feedback, instinctively you're like, don't tell me what to do. But then you just let it settle, and you're like, oh, what a nice guy.
Right.
Yeah.
There is something you're just like, what?
Yeah.
But then you think about it, you're like, for sure.
Yeah.
Chad, who's your babe of the week?
Well, dude, it's interesting that you brought up that beef because my babe of the week are your arms.
Whoa.
Come on, dude.
Dude, your arms.
No.
Yeah. We were doing
Yeah, dude.
TikToks. We were doing TikToks, which you're getting in the next one, right?
Baby, let's go. Don't have to tell
Showing the
me.
world, you know, adapting to the platform, showing the world how horny we are. And dude, your arms are just like fucking, you know, you look at him, you're like, yeah, that guy's ripped, bro.
Fuck, dude. That feels so good.
The buys,
They're thick.
they're thick.
Dude, you want to know a story? He's always had great arms, but they're looking more defined and chiseled now.
Yeah,
Because
more
you've
chiseled.
always had great density and bulk to your arms.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a friend of my GF's was in an improv class with you one time and then was talking to my GF afterwards, and she thought JT was cute, and one of the things that she said about him was he had nice arms.
Yeah.
That's a
I
true story,
remember
dude.
when he told me that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haley.
You know,
Why is it funny to say her name?
It is great.
Yeah.
What if she's a huge fan? Dude, her boyfriend might be a huge fan.
She was cool. She was really nice
Super
and
cool.
good at improv. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and they inspired me so much that after we filmed that last TikTok, I did some renegade rows the next day.
I love that,
And I'm
dude.
like, I need to. I was like, I know my body. I'm not like the lifter type. That's not what my body's suited for. But I gotta get a little bit more mass in these.
You've always done those renegade rows because when we
Yeah.
went on our first trip together
Oh right.
to AZ, you would
Yeah.
do that in the gym.
Yeah. And they just give me a little bit more pop that I'm looking for.
I remember you doing those. I remember seeing
Yeah.
you. I was like, beast.
Thanks,
Yeah.
dude.
And
Yeah.
I love that, dude. I love that. It's like, that's what this workout stuff, it's all about just motivating each other.
Oh,
keeping
for
each other
sure.
fired up.
Yeah, when you're doing this, just you're just like arms, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I wish we would have shot the TikToks before because I've been housing some beer. I might slow
Oh,
down
you're
on
gonna
this
be
one.
alright, dude.
It's going to give me some bloat, dog.
I mean, when you're that chiseled, it shows up. When you're that defined, it shows up.
You just got to keep an eye on it. But also, you know, I can't be too.
No, you're fine. You're solid.
Rigorous.
Dude, you're looking good. Dude, those overhead push-ups you're doing, don't think I don't see those.
That really means a lot to me, Chad. Thank you, dude.
Anytime.
Because I really like your body.
Oh, dude.
And I think it looks great on camera.
Oh, dude, thank you.
You have a great body. It's
And
true.
you have a very good handle on where it should be and how to keep it there.
Thanks,
Mhm.
thanks, bros.
It's, yeah.
You're making me tear up.
You have a performance body.
Oh,
It's you know, you're out there in the water. You can really surf, you know, land, snow, water. You can shred anything with a rig like yours.
It's a
Yeah.
great point, too, because I remember Crazy Stupid Love and that movie Just Friends came out relatively in the same time period. And Gosling was so shredded in Crazy Stupid Love, but I was never that enamored with his body because while it looked aesthetically pleasing, it didn't look physically capable.
right.
It looked like fashion over function. But then when I saw Timberlake shirtless in Just Friends, I was like, he's got more of an athletic body. It's not
Yeah.
as like showpiecey with the cut,
Yeah.
with the level of chisel. But it's like you could tell if you played basketball with him, you'd pick him before Gosling.
Like if
Yeah.
Gosling was playing like a like a Navy SEAL or something in a movie, he'd be like, I wouldn't trust that guy.
No,
He's all glam.
Yep.
He's not. He can't flip a tire.
exactly. Not like James Badge Dale flips a tire in 13th Hour.
Yeah,
Impressive stuff.
totally.
Oh, yeah, he's a beast, yeah.
Strider, who's your baby of the week?
Dude, my babe of the week's got to be my GF because, dude, she absolutely hit it out of the freaking park with this new. We went Elming, dude. That's where we cruised to West Elm, although we just had to do it virtually over the weekend, dude. We're sipping dank coffees and Elming on her laptop on the couch with our dank dog. And, dude, she nailed these shelves, like a bookshelf. For this one space, I was like, what do we put there, dude? Do we put like a mini Denza? And I'm like, I don't want to, get a mini Denza. I want something full. Then we're like, oh, do we put like a record player thing? She's like, no, you know what? I think a bookshelf would go great in this space. Dude, it looks so good, bro. Showed up. The wood is dense. The materials are fantastic. We put a tractor on there and a dank globe and some good books that my GF has freaking read multiple times over. And it just really is, every time I look at it, it really does boost my stoke. It makes it, giving us much more of a homey vibe, which I like.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
She's got an uncanny eye for that stuff.
Dude, it's unreal, dude. And she's honest with herself too. Like she'll get some stuff, she'll be like, I missed on this. It's chill, they got a dank return policy, it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's not gonna settle. Like she'll show me a rug and I'm kind of classic dude. I'm like, oh, I like that. Then she'll show me another one. I'm like, oh, I kind of like that too. Well, she's like, well, do you see that the difference in the fabrics and the thickness here? Are you really gonna like that? And you realize that this rug's tasseled. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I don't like those tassels. She's like, well, all right.
Wow.
That's fire.
It's fire. Yeah, her communication.
She's got such a good eye.
It's unbelievable, dude.
Dude, my babe of the week is my babe of the week is Oberyn Martell, the prince, the Red Viper from Game of Thrones. He played wonderfully by Pedro Pascal and kind of like his breakthrough role. And what I love about this guy is he's having a good time with everything in life, even the parts that would seem like they suck. Like if your sister got murdered and you avenged her death, that'd probably be a pretty stressful and frustrating thing to try and avenge. But he's having a good time with it. He's like, I'm here to avenge my sister. And he's pissed off, but he's still hooking up with chicks. He's still hooking up with dudes. He's drinking. And he just seems to be like, look, this is my life. You know what I mean? I don't pick what my problems are. I just fix them. And I like that he was kind of partying his way through it. Because like you're saying, like dealing with Sonny, you know what I mean? You're like, dude, why is this dog checking me? Why do I got to put this dog in its place? Like you get mad at the things that make you stressed out. But what if we just embraced it? You know what I mean? And we're just like, you know what? I'm still going to be a hedonistic, fun time while taking care of my shit.
Amen.
And look, did he gloat a little bit too much when he had the mountain on his back? Should he have gone straight for the kill? That was his weakness. You know what I mean? He was having too good of a time when he should have been more serious. But we learned that lesson from him, and we can check it in ourselves. We know when to take the lampshade off our head and put our dong away and, just file our taxes. So
Wow.
thank you for that lesson, Oberyn.
Beautifully
Even
put.
in life and in death, you were teaching us. So you're a beast, dude.
Check him out in Prospect. Did you watch the movie on Netflix yet? It's pretty dank.
Is it good?
Prospect, yeah, it's like a space movie. Has kind of
Oh,
like
really?
an Annihilation vibe, but way better.
Sweet.
Annihilation
cool.
had
Just come
one
out?
great part.
Just came out. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's dank. Yeah, it had one good sequence.
One great part where the bear, which looked really creepy, instead of a bear growl, had like a woman's cry.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then the ending was kind of whack.
Yeah. Who's that guy? Alexander Garland?
The director,
Yeah, is that who did that?
Alex Garland.
Alex
Yeah, I think
Garland.
so. The guys who did Deus Ex Machina too.
Great movie.
And then he did Devs. Is Devs good?
No, the acting's pretty horrendous. And there's some good actors, but the main girl, not my favorite.
Did you think when they were producing the TV show The Deuce, anyone ever like was in the writers' room and they're like, "Hey, does anyone take umbrage with the fact that like deuce is like, people often say I'm gonna drop a deuce." Does anyone think this? When people hear the title of this show, they're gonna think about shit.
They should have thought when they were writing the show that watching this show is less exciting than watching someone drop a deuce. Oh my God. There's meticulous storytelling, and then there's just not caring about entertainment, Mr. Simon. And I call him Mr. Simon. I look up to the guy a lot. Very boring. Treme. If you want to fall asleep while dropping a deuce, watch that show while you're on there.
Dude, the Schmoll sent me a video of his dog dropping a deuce today. It's better than anything I saw on Instagram like all week.
You were talking about this on a work Zoom earlier.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Because what were you saying about the eyes?
Because he was just staring at the dog was just staring at the phone at the camera, and just pushing.
And you feel like you can see shame in the eyes, right?
Yeah, well they look at you. They're like they know they're vulnerable, so they're just like they're giving you that look. They're like, I know you could wreck my shit right now, so I'm just gonna stare at you while I just pinch this loaf.
That's true. No, but the thing is they trust the owner.
Right.
That dog trusts Schmoll and it's looking at him for his reaction. So it's going, if he reacts to anything in space right now, I've got to just pinch this off and bolt
Yeah.
because I am vulnerable.
Yeah.
The dog's not necessarily thinking, oh, the owner's going to get me right now. He's thinking there's other stuff. The owner's looking out for me. He's more alert. I'm going to base my reaction on his.
His dog's on lookout.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is a stoker. His name is Ty. I don't know his last name, but Ty, what up? Ty was on the stream last night. And guys, you got to hop on the stream again soon.
I would love to, yep.
Stokers were streaming, username Deep Chat on Twitch. And we were playing with Stokers last night. And Ty, first off, incredible Warzone player. Just an absolute legend.
Really?
I mean, oh, dude, you got to play with this guy. I mean, like,
Hell yeah.
you just feel so secure. If you get like downed or if you get like sent to the gulag or something, you're like, I know Ty's gonna take care of this situation. But also on top of that, he was helping facilitate getting Stokers into the next round. He would enter the chat and he's like, anyone who wants to play, I'll put you in the queue. And so we'd finish a round. We'd say like, later dudes, fun playing with you. And then we'd add him to the party. And he's like, all right, I got 2 more dudes ready. And he was just facilitating, all because he's an awesome dude and a nice guy and a legend at Warzone. So I just want to give him a shout out. Great dude, Ty, what up? Thanks for being a legend. And can't wait to get a dub with you.
Nice, dude.
That's
Yeah.
great. What a dude.
Yeah.
Strider, who's your legend of the week?
Dude, my legend of the week has to be this group of dudes that I paid. I don't know if I told you guys this. I told you a while back, but I paid some dudes some dough to make a documentary just about like sort of my life, doing valet and stuff. And we started filming like in February, and then it was taking a while, and then COVID hit, so a lot of it changed, and we hit some hiccups. And this dude, who's the legend of the week, is this dude Stephen Guetti, good dude who directed it. And I just paid some fat tips for these dudes to just sort of document. It's called The Dank Quest. And honestly, I was like, dude, because I've been watching a lot of documentaries And I was thinking to myself, like, dude, kind of people find out about themselves in these movies, you know? So I was like, I want to find out stuff about myself. I think the best way to do it is probably just make a movie, you know? And then that'll happen, you know? So I paid these dudes $8,500 and fucking right before COVID. So that was a bad call financially, but I think maybe artistically it could be dank, you know? So this dude, Steven, just pulled through. He broke his leg and had a ton of time to edit. So he beasted it. And we're going to put it out December 21st, dude. So keep an eye out for the Dank Quest, dude. This guy came through and got it done. So I'm fired up with a dank doc. And originally I wanted you guys to, you know, get in there, but just wasn't COVID safe to really do it. So we'll see. But I'm just fired up on it, dude. You know, created some art.
Dude, that's what's up.
Can't wait to see it.
Congrats, dude. Can't wait to watch it.
Thank
Stokers,
you.
watch that thing.
Share
Share it. Send it to your family.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be uplifting, wholesome, intelligent, and dynamic material from one of the true legends of all time. But specifically, we get to live in his time, the Stride Dog.
Dude, thank you so much, bro. That means a ton, dude. Thank you so much. And yeah, you guys can see, we'll put it on Insta and stuff.
The world is about to embark on a dank quest.
I just smooched Strider.
Dude,
Can I get a close-up of this
Dude,
smooch that I
that's-
just gave him? Because we didn't catch it the first time.
That is the best smooch. I want to give you one back just real
Go,
quick.
baby. Chad, get in the middle. Nice. Good smooches.
Dude, that's
all
a
around.
great smooch face.
Subtle little kisses. Here, Chad's got his pecs out.
Oh, dude, look at that functional
Such
rig,
a good
dude.
shave job. Dude, look at that face you're making, dude. Are you a bad boy?
What, dude?
Whoa!
Whoa.
There's a bad boy in the building.
Is that Chad or the letter V, dude? Look
Oh,
at
a
that
little
torso.
tongue dart
Whoa,
action.
yeah.
Leaving little to the imagination. Ladies,
Oh.
gentlemen, this is what it looks like when Chad the Conqueror goes down
Yep.
on you.
Just otter boxing, dude.
What a beast.
Good job, dude.
Dude, my legend of the week, and I'm nervous to get into this because I want to pay high respect to this person, is a Diogenes, the
Diogenes?
Dude, I never say it right. It's my legend. The leader of the Cynic movement in philosophy in ancient Greek times.
What?
And so, you know, today we think about cynics as people who like kind of think the worst outcome is most likely to happen. But back then it just meant you didn't believe in like, I don't know, just like the social standards of the day, because you just think they're kind of arbitrary or performative. And so he would just like live his life like a raw wild man. And I always appreciate people who live their philosophy. Diogenes, he lived it, dude. You know, he didn't want material goods. He'd walk into like the symposium where all these philosophers are doing their heady work, talking about like the nature of learning. And he's like, you know what, I'm just going to pee in front of all of you.
Yeah.
And then he would jack off in front of people.
Yeah.
He'd be naked in front of people. And I think in today's time, it's not really the time to do that. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he was really thinking about how that was affecting everybody, specifically the ladies. You know what I mean? But I like that he was sticking it to the philosophers like that. And as someone who loves to drop dong and always thought about it as more than just perversion, but thought I was really being transgressive in an important way and showing that small dongs, that there should be no shame in them, I'm glad that there was like an intellectual forefather for that movement. And then he just had dank one-liners too. Like Alexander the Great was a big fan, and he rolled up on him. He's like, hey, dude, if you ever need a favor, you know, like people in power, they want to be close to these like dangerous artist types.
Yeah.
But they're really trying to co-opt you into their movement so that they can look cool. But he stuck to his guns. Like Alexander the Great was like, hey, can I get you anything? And he's like, yeah, can you move? You're blocking the sun. Dude, he likes to tan. We love to tan. I mean, could this guy be any more in our wheelhouse? Total beast. And yeah, I love that he was just out there doing his own way. He died at 89, they think, because he ate some bad raw octopus. I love octopus. I think it's great. So I don't know. I really appreciate the way this guy went after it. So good on you, dude. Good on you for living it like you said it and sticking to it and just being a wild man, but with a brain. A wild man with a brain.
That was awesome.
Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week comes from Atlee Jackson from Gone 60 Seconds, played by who's that guy? We talked about him in the pod.
Who?
From Armageddon.
He's the, is he the detective?
Will Patton?
Will Patton.
Wait, what?
Atlee Jackson, played by Will Patton. It's Kip. He took a boost.
No, you got it, dude. You're crushing it.
It's Kip. He took a boost. A big boost. Well, I'll try it one more time. It's Kip. He took a boost. A big boost. What's Kip doing on a boost?
That's what's up.
I love that.
Thanks, dude.
Strider, what's your quote of the week?
Let's see here, dude. Been watching some dank movies recently. I watched Virtuosity, dude.
Great movie.
Yeah, dude. It's
And Russell Crowe.
dude. He's unreal, dude.
Pathological, but he's seductive.
And his laughs, I'm like, he's got to say some stuff in there where he's like, "This is my symphony," dude. And you never really see Russell as like the bad guy. He always like gives himself good roles, and Denzel's great in it. I'm like, damn, there's got to be something from Virtuosity of like, But then I was watching Snowden. Have you guys seen Snowden with Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
No,
Mhm.
Oliver Stone
Dude,
directed.
he kind of does like a. It's pretty interesting. I want to learn more about Snowden, but like JGL's just like maybe my quote of the week just needs to be his voice, and I'm not exactly sure what he says, but like the Snowden voice of JGL doing it because he's so baby faced is hilarious. He like kind of does this like lower jaw. He's like, interesting. Is that an Enigma machine? And then Nick Cage is like, no, it's actually a trig machine. It was never cracked. Enigma was. This was basically what prevented the Cold War. And then Snowden's like, amazing. So I know it's not the best quote of the week, but just this voice from JGL, dude. This is my badge from the CIA. This is my badge from this. This is my badge. I have information that needs to be released. I think he stood up for what he believed in.
Dude, I watched his Joe Rogans. Have you watched those?
No. Wait.
They're very interesting.
Wait, Snowden's on Rogan?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Twice.
He zooms in.
Amazing.
It looks like he's coming from like a bunker.
Yeah, dude. What's the status with him right now? Is he still like, does the United States still want him for treason?
Yeah, and I think he's in Russia, and Russia granted him like
Asylum?
asylum and maybe citizenship.
They keep him safe over there because it
Yeah.
makes us look bad. So
Yeah.
like they're stoked on having him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he was looking out for the American people. I don't know too much, but from what it sounds like he was looking out for the American people and for the good. He's like, true patriotism is when you do things that will benefit the people, not the people in power.
Right.
I think that's basically what he said. But then I heard other people say that his actions caused, some agents to die. Some like spies to they were made.
Mm.
So I don't know if that's true. I don't really know. But yeah, he I don't know, it's interesting. The
Yeah.
whole surveillance thing when you
It's gnarly, dude.
because I remember when I was younger and I heard about surveillance and stuff, and they have like all your info and all that kind of stuff. I was like, well, I'm not doing anything bad, what's the point? But then as you get a little bit older, you're kind of like, I think I've kind of turned a corner on it. I'm like,
Yeah, well, it's information. I mean, data has surpassed like oil as far as what's the most like. It gives you all the stats on how you're going to purchase, maybe your life trajectory, health insurance company. Like,
yeah,
companies and people will find a way to use this to their benefit, not necessarily
against us.
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying because I watched this Alex Gibney documentary called 0 Days about this computer virus we use called Stuxnet, and we use it to destroy the Iran nuclear reactors that they were using, just via like someone plugging in with a USB. Or I don't even think you need a USB. That's what made it so incredible. You could just like infiltrate people remotely. But then it ended up going to our people we didn't know would start using it, and it kind of became a Pandora's box thing. But one of the like anonymous secret agents in that movie is like, look, Snowden was like a rookie. Like he released too much information. He should have picked and choose what he released because some of the stuff made people like in jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So all stuff is so nuanced. It's crazy.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you were like in Russia and you like saw like Edward Snowden? He's like, "What up, dude?"
What up, bro? That would be crazy. Whose quote of the week is it?
I basically didn't have one. I just like brought up Snowden.
Dude, my quote of the week, I'll stick with the Greek philosophy theme. It's from the movie Everybody Wants Some, one of my favorite bro movies of all time. Jake is talking to Beverly, the lady that he's interested in, played by Zoe Deutsch, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But he talks about how his entrance exam for college, or his application, he talked about Sisyphus. And he's like, the gods intend Sisyphus to suffer, right? And then he goes, well, my point was that they'd actually blessed him with something to focus on, something that he could potentially find meaning in. It's a gift to be striving at all, even if it looks futile to others. I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous to roll a boulder up a mountain over and over again, but so is everything else in life.
I love that.
That's awesome.
What's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
My phrase of the week for getting after it is hey dudes, drink up because otters' dicks are getting brittle.
That would fire me up. Let's go.
For the otter cock.
For the little otter cock that breaks.
That's the breakage.
You hear that? It's another cock down. Gotta get him back up.
Dante, did that fuck you up when we told you that? Did you know that info?
Dude, I did not. And otters are like my favorite animal.
Dude, Don,
That's true for a
pissed.
lot of us,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. You want them to have strong cocks, huh?
They got to.
Amen.
use a keg, bros, and only drink from the hose, because we're not putting any cups in the ocean tonight. For the otter's cock.
Otter cock. Otter cock.
Otter cock, otter cock, otter cock, otter cock, otter cock, otter cock, otter cock.
And then no one ever polluted again. After the whole nation chanted that.
That might be what needs to happen, dude. That might be a next cause.
Dude, people want to critique presidents, say they didn't come through. Yeah, I blame all these past administrations for not protecting otter cocks. You know?
Dude, I hope my son creates like an otter cock stint. I think it's called a stint.
Like in a heart?
Or like when you break a finger, you get like that metal encasing so you don't move your finger.
Oh yeah,
So
splint.
it's like a splint. Yeah, an otter cock splint. So it's like he'll put the splint on the otter's dick.
Yeah.
You know, so he'll be like, no worries, little buddy. Like, just keep that on your cock. Let it strengthen up and take it off, and you'll get back to your smooth plowing in no time.
And dude, that's good. That's like dog. You gotta kind of talk to the otter smooth about it. Except what I learned with now having a dog, if you're gonna put a splint on an otter's cock, you got to get it in the right headspace. You got to be like, look, dude, look a little chiller. It's all good, dude. I know your dick's brittle right now, but I got this little splint. Take it easy. Chill, chill, chill. Put it on there.
Fire, dude.
You have to whisper.
Horse whisperer, otter cock whisperer.
Exactly, dude.
We're talking about the same whisper.
Same thing.
Strider, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
My phrase of the week for getting after it has got to be when I say to my GF, she goes, Strider, what are you doing tonight? What do you want to do for dinner? And I got to go, maybe let's just do leftovers because I'm going to do the pod with the fucking boys. I'm podding with the boys. Boom.
Nice.
My phrase, podding with the boys.
There's a fun irony here in my phrase of the week because we made a conscious effort to have less clips promoting the podcast on Instagram be about dicks. We said we were going to do a no dick December for the clips. And we've talked about dicks, even by our high standards, a remarkable amount of time on this pod. And
I'm hard right now.
And my phrase of the week is more dick talk. So to Jack, who cuts our clips and who, we talked to about this new mandate, I'm sorry, because I don't know if you're going to be able to find any dickless content in this entire 2 hours. And to capstone it off, I got more dick talk. I've found something nice that you can do for your friends is when you see their dicks when they're peeing on the golf course or something like that. And I did this with Strider yesterday. When you see their dick, just look at them and go, hey, buddy, your dick looks a little bigger today. Just give them that gift. Just say, hey, have you been lifting? Your dick looks bigger. Hey, you're playing a great round of golf. I think it's making your dick longer. Just say that. Anytime you see your buddy's dick, just say, hey, looks a little bigger today, partner. Dick's looking big, bro. Still putting size on, huh? 32 and it's getting bigger. How do you do it?
Dude, I don't know how I would respond if someone told me that my dick looked bigger.
It
It would be positive, but I'd be so ecstatic. I don't know.
Being on the receiving end, because we were on the golf course, I was taking a leak in a bush, and JT saw my dick, said, dude, Strider, your dick's looking a little bigger. And I immediately smile on my face. I looked down at my penis. I looked back up at JT. We made eye contact, and I was like, are you for real? And he's like, yeah, man. Very casual. Like, thank you.
And it was true. Your dick did look bigger.
Yeah, thank you, dude. And it felt bigger.
Because you shot a 42 on the front. That does something to your dick.
It did something to my dick. And it was cold out, too, that day. It was not warm.
But you play bogey golf, your dick gets a little bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can imagine Jack just like at the computer, just like, oh, And his girlfriend's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong, honey?" He's like, "I mean, these guys, they told me not to post clips about dicks, but literally the entire podcast they're talking about dicks. Like, what are they doing?"
Yeah, he's like thinking like connecting the dots like in Minority Report, and he's like whistling through all the time. He's like, I think if I cut one little timestamp from 1712, just cut that. I think I can combine it with something at 52:20, and if I combine that, it might be a solid minute of no dick talk.
It's just gonna be
And
the
she's
word.
like, it's impossible. You can't do it. I've been listening this whole time. It's all dick talk. He's like, no, I can find it. Hold on.
Wait, honey, what about their ad reads? Their ad reads can't be about dicks. It's Manscaped. They talk about trimming their pubes. It's all dick talk.
The whole thing's wall-to-wall dicks. They tried to talk about science for a minute. It turned into dicks. Yeah.
What about when they talk to the new sound engineer? They talk to him about dicks.
They talked to him about his dick. It's all dicks, honey. It's dicks everywhere.
He's just having dreams where just dicks are flying in his face. He's like, I can't get away from the dicks.
Yeah, it's truly we put you in an unfair position, dude. I'm sorry, dog. But you got this, bro. There's got to be some dickless talk in here.
And we're sorry, Dante, too. I hope that I hope you enjoy Dong Talk, because this was certainly a large dose.
I can't say I was prepared, but, I'm cool with it.
We took you straight into the deep end, partner. Yeah,
Yeah.
We didn't go easy on you.
No, that's how I like it.
Yeah, your first time in here, and we're like, look, we're gonna give him the full dose,
Yep.
okay?
Yeah, I told my mom, I was like, yeah, this is going to be a pretty chill gig. You can check it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. No, she's gonna hear it a lot.
Yeah.
Dude.
Dude, should we record some TikToks of us shirtless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Thank you,
dudes.
Dante.
Thanks, Dante.
Legend, dude.
Thanks for all your Manscaped stories, guys.
Guys, check out our merch and our wines, and write a review.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Everyone's getting small dong shirts this year, dude. Oh, that was fun, dude.
If you need advice,